Hi there, this is David Dettmann, and this is a Saturday night live recording. Just re-recording it through the screenshot. So sit back and enjoy, and I'll talk to you after the recording. Enjoy the webinar. Hi there, I'd like to welcome everyone. How's everyone going? Just let us know if you can hear me, see me. We'll be getting started in a couple of minutes. Hi, Sue. Hi, David. For those people who are new, just to let you know, you'll see an orange arrow. If you click on that, that will open up a little control panel. And in that control panel, you can see a chat box, and you can text to me there. Any questions you have, or if you just want to say hello. We like to keep these webinars not as a presentation, but as in, so feel free if you're new to come and say hello. A few more people coming in. We won't be waiting too long because we've got a jam-packed hour. It may run over an hour. I'm going to go through it as quick as I can, but also so everyone understands. What we're covering tonight is the new Google Plus business pages, which a lot of us have been waiting for. What I'm going to do is go through a bit of a slideshow, and then after that, I'm going to create another page. I'll create one for the social network toolbar or something like that. For those people who've been watching my broadcasts around the social network sites, we do have one for Saturday Night Live, and I will show you that, show you how I set that up, and then we'll do another page. It's not that hard to do. It's fairly similar to your profile. For anyone who's not using Google Plus, we won't be covering that, but I do have videos on that, and you will need a profile for a business page. You can't just have a business page, you need a profile. Okay, so anyway, I'll start the first video, which is what we like to do to get started. Just simply have a funny video. This is Spock from Star Trek. It's another Go Animate video. People seem to like these ones. So this one's on Google Plus.
Greetings. I have been down to Earth to learn about Google Plus. It's a great way to meet babes. Babes? Fascinating. I would like to meet some babes, yeah? Just find some hot babes. Add them to your circles. Send them love poetry and they'll be all over you in no time. Are babes kind of like triples? Yeah, but they can be more trouble than triples. Look, buddy, are you going to pay for the drink or what? You should pray. I don't want a drink. I am researching the communication on Earth. I just want to hear a review of Google Plus and how to use it. Do. It is not rocket science. Just be yourself. But I am nervous. What if these babes on Google Plus do not hang out with me? What if they do not share my sparks? What if they think I am strange? Don't trip out. Use a Vulcan mind meld to get them comfortable. Sing pretty songs to them. Send pretty pictures of space. Google Plus is perfect for strange dudes like you.
Okay, so I hope you guys like that one. I appreciate the feedback which people are giving me through the week on what we're doing here with Saturday Night Live. Okay, for those people who don't know me, I'm David Dettmann. I'm from Australia. I'm broadcasting from my farm, as most of you know. Hopefully the chickens will be quiet today. Giving me a bit of a headache earlier today. Learning new tricks and jumping through windows, so laying eggs in places they shouldn't. But anyway, so if you hear farm animals in the background, the reason for that is I'm broadcasting from my farm. Okay, here's this funny picture most of you can relate to. Okay, like I said, tonight we're covering Google Plus business pages. It's not even a launch, it's only about 3 or 4 days ago, which they are launched to the public. So most of you wouldn't have a business page unless you've been going through and reading the various different feeds I get, people promoting the business pages. But what a business page is pretty much like a Facebook page, but on Google Plus. And there's a few different features. Okay. Now, just to go through the twins, which we've been covering each week. My followers is up again. If you're using twins, I've showed this method 2 webinars ago. All you do is just go through twins. It's on the toolbar. It's a site for adding new people on different social networks, but it's mainly, twins is actually for Twitter only now. But we do have other sites for Facebook and that type of thing. But I just, on the side, as I'm waiting for things to load or waiting for something to happen when I'm doing videos, I go into the twins site and I just click likes or follow, for Twitter, and it's working really well. I started out with under 2,000 followers when I use this method. And I don't sit, excuse me, I don't sit there all day doing this. I just do it every now and again. And I'm now over 4,000 followers. I was under 2,000 when I started using this method. The other thing I've noticed in twins, I don't want to cover it tonight, but there is features for those people who are using twins where you can follow people back in a day or 2 days' time. You can even choose whether you follow people who still got seeds. So if you're following active people, that's another feature they've added to the site, just to let people know. So it's a great way to build your Twitter list. You can go through and custom it to people you're targeting. Like I say, it's on the toolbar. You can always side Skype me if you're new at D Company AU. I'll put that up at the end of the webinar, and I can tell you more about it or give you a video for it. But it's working well, and it's generic because I'm just doing it every now and again. So great way to build your Twitter list. Okay, now I'll give you this link. I'll put it in the chat box. Grab this after the webinar or put it in a notepad. This is to the business pages. Okay, now the business pages have been put on the toolbar. No, I will show that at some point. So if you're using the social network toolbar, I've added them this morning my time, as it's now just after midday here. But I did put the business pages on the toolbar and the various links, and we've even got a PDF file to give you tips from Google. So but don't rush in now and have a look at it, because I'll show you everything and you can go in. And these slides, just to let people know, will be put up after the webinar, so you can get the links if you miss out. And every webinar's slideshow is now available on the site. Okay. As I know I haven't covered much so far, but is there any questions while I wait for this video to load? If anyone has any comments on past webinars, now's the time. You can always just go in and text me. I've got the chat box up. No? Cool. Okay, this video which I'm loading up now is from Google. It just shows a typical bricks and mortar business. I thought I'd add this simply because it shows the potential. One thing about these business pages, they're really thought out the categories as well, which I will be showing you. But I'll play this video now for you, and this is their only video I know of on Google Plus Business, so apart from their help video. Okay, Nelson's asking, should we be watching this video at the link here? Yeah, I'm going to play it for you, Nelson. I'm just making sure it loads first. This is from Google Plus, so whenever I do a video, I usually let it load so it won't slow down. So I'll play the video now.
I make buddies of all my customers. It's really kind of a funny thing, and I think I've always had this this ability to kind of break down those walls and make people feel at home with how I work. But I love my customers. I mean, I think as kooky as they can be, as kind of gruff as they can be, send them all my way, and I can kind of I can cope with them and disarm them and make them feel at ease. I don't expect tips. I don't expect anything, monetarily. That will come. But I just like their loyalty. I like that they come in and they know me and they smile when they come into the shop and feel comfortable. What makes my job easy is I like dealing with people, so I do my best to please them, and that's what drives me.
Okay, so I mean, that's a typical Google Plus video. If you've seen other videos, doesn't tell you a lot, but anyway. Okay, so this is what Google Plus Business. Just let people know on this webinar, a lot of the content is Google Plus Business site, and you'll be able to access a lot of extra content. There's only so much I can put in now. But the difference is you have followers. Some of you on this webinar have followed me. And you have your business name, description. The photos, you do have a few photo areas, but we've added this scrapbook photos, which is where I'm going to add all the funny photos, any relevant photos. You've got posts just like your personal profile, and you've got circles just like your personal profile. LearnGooglePlus.org will have this webinar on it when it's uploaded. We always seem to have a few days before they get uploaded due to technical issues with GoToMeeting. But I'll add all the extra content to the site and also to the Saturday Night Live page. I might add some of it to the page we're going to do as well. Okay. Now, a lot of these principles are similar to your personal pages. This is from the Google Plus site. Different people are interested in different parts of your business, whether it's breaking news, updates, promotions, links, videos, even talking face-to-face with groups. Very easy to use video chat. Google Plus lets you easily share the right things, the right customers. So, we've talked about Hangouts in the past, and that's sort of where they're going with this. You can sort of share YouTube videos in Hangouts, and you can directly one-on-one talk or in a group with customers. So be ready to step up to the plate and use video media. It's a very powerful tool. A lot of you would know the Google Plus One button, but you're going to see it around more and more. It's pretty much like the Facebook-like button, but they're sort of trying to promote it with business, and you'll also see it on YouTube as well now, and you can get links for WordPress as well to plug it in. So it's a powerful button, just like a Facebook like, those don't know Google Plus. Okay, now this I have not seen actually working yet, but you're going to be able to measure the statistics on your page, similar to, I think it was only last week I was showing you on Facebook how to go through your pages on Facebook and learn the statistics. This is coming. What you got to remember is a lot of the content they're putting up, it's only brand new, so some things aren't there, but you will be able to do this. And when it's available, I'll show you. Okay, this is pretty much the About section of my page, which I made for Saturday Night Live with Dettmann.com. I've put the link down here, the website, and I put my Skype. Now, you might want to put other things, but it's similar to setting up a profile, okay? So you shouldn't have too many problems with that. Posts are very similar. Should probably put a few things down here to show you posts. Welcome, Danny. Nelson, how did I get in there? I will be giving you a link. It is also on the toolbar and accessible now. If you don't see it on your toolbar under the Google Plus icon, push it a few times until it comes up. It was put on early this morning, so it should be coming up. It's coming up on this computer, and I didn't do it on this computer. And usually it takes a while to sort of go around the web when we put new links on. Okay, so you can see that these are my posts, very similar to a page. Now, same principle with photos. Photos of people in your circles. Kath's in my circle. She's the only one, funny enough, which came up. And you've got photos of you in your albums. So for those people who are using Google Plus already, it's fairly simple. And if you're not using Google Plus yet, but you want to use it, go to the learngoogleplus.org site. It's still free at the moment, and there's a heap of videos. I will be doing the business videos hopefully this week, but I'm sort of waiting to see what comes out as well before we do them all. Okay, so you got your albums here, as you can see. You got the profile, the scrapbook. I mean, that's what I've got at the moment. This scrapbook is very similar to photos, but you can call your photos anything. All right. Now, this is where you get to having followers and circles. Now, everyone who follows me, I put in a circle. So you've got your followers, as in like with Facebook pages where people like it. People follow you on YouTube. On Google Plus with business pages. So you see, it's fairly identical the way I just follow people. I just put them in the VIP circle. Okay, this is our other funny photo. I've forgotten that guy's name off, anyway. Futurama, that's right. I've forgotten the guy's name, but okay. Okay, this is the default settings. Okay, you got following, you got VIPs, customers, and team members. That's the default. Once again, you can create circles just like your homepage. So a lot of the principles to business pages relate to your personal pages. So those people who are actually on Google Plus, in no time they're going to set up a profile. As you can see, it's very similar once again to your personal profile. Okay, here's the funny photo 3. Like that one. Okay, what type of Google Plus business page should you get? Well, you can have more than one, and you can have them for products, you can have them for businesses, and I'll show you the different sort of steps. Here we go, we've got for a local business or place, product or brand, a company or institution or organisation, arts, entertainment, sports, or you can even have other. So they've really sort of thought out what sort of page you can have. Now, creating a page brings you closer to your customers, fans, followers. You can start a real face-to-face conversation with Hangouts. We've talked about that in the past. Create circles and share with the right messages with the right people. So if you've got a brand, for instance, or a store, and you've got different people who like different products, you can put them in different circles, which is fairly powerful because you can broadcast to those circles just like a personal profile. And then you've got the Google Plus one button, which people can recommend you as well. So, great. Okay, this is for a business. I'm just showing you the different types to get started. Product or brand. Now you can also show if you're wanting to sort of have like a secret page, you can do that as well. You can have it any Google user. Okay. Let's see. Entertainment and sports and arts setup. It's very similar, and then you've got the other setup. Okay. So what I'll do is, first of all, I'll show you on the site itself, and I'll show you how I log in to my page. So I'll first of all show you the Saturday Night Live page, and then we'll build a page. We might do it. Let's do one to learn Google Plus, eh? Sounds good. I've got a few pages to do, but I'm going to do them as I do demonstrations. Help you guys out. Alright, now I'll just go into, on the toolbar, you can see we've added, this is the help guides, okay? This is not how you access your page, but I'll put them on today. So after the webinar, if you really need more help, you can go in and look at Google's help. But to log in, all you do is you go to your main Google page, your profile page. And as you can see, this is my profile page. You can see here how it pops up, how I've got one page, all right? But for you, if you haven't got a page yet, you'll see Hangouts down here. Create a page. So do this after the webinar. All right. So first of all, we'll go into my page, and what it will do is it'll switch it from my personal profile to the page. All right, so we're now on the Saturday Night Live page. As you can see, it's got the stream of VIPs, customers, following, notifications, that type of thing. All right, now there's only a few people in here at the moment. It was quite funny, actually. A lot of people, when I was asking people to add me to the page, I've had heaps of people add me to the profile page as David Dettmann. So if you're one of those people, get with me and I'll show you how to add it. I've got a slide anyway with the link to this page. But yeah, a lot of people are getting confused on that. Okay, so if you go to your profile, you can see from the slides, I've got my stream, right, which I'm broadcasting in this group. Okay, it's only 8 followers. You can see I haven't broadcasted a lot in here because most of you are already invited to the webinar and knew what was going on. Okay, so got the about, which I showed you, photos. like I say, you can make any album, but the photos are very similar. As you can see, I've just added ones from past webinars, a bit like the site. Right. You might want to put, if you're in a business, put products type of thing. Okay, and then you got your circles. You can see there. Okay, so it's very similar to a personal page. All right. Now what we'll do, if you want to get out of here and go back to your personal page, we just go back to your stream. All right, go to you. And go to create a Google page. Okay, so once again, as you saw on the slides, we've got local business or place, product, company or organisation. What I might do is I'll do product. So I might do the social network toolbar. I wasn't going to have to add a whole lot of stuff. So, and you can put your website as it if you want to. If I could spell. All right, now, even though you've got the website as optional here, I'll just grab that to save time. All right, just got to put a link in. Just keep in mind, website's only going to come up on your page. So if you're trying to really promote a website, I just recommend doing what I'm doing. So if it's a business or something like that, and you don't want to put the website, it will just show up here the business. But I also want to promote the fact it's actually a website, so I've put the .com in and haven't spaced it. Because that'll come up on every page, that's what I'm trying to get at. Select category. Help. Suppose under software. Okay. And this was like they really thought it out. And what you can probably see coming is there's going to be, you know, like directories and searches on your pages down the track. So I'd think it out what you want to put. Okay, I thought you could make it private. I apologise for that. Any Google Plus user, users 18 and over, users 21 and over, and alcohol related. Okay, we know to go through and have a look at the page terms. But we're just going to, I'm not going to fill it out. Thought it was one of those sites where you actually had to read them. You should read terms because, yeah, even if you do it later, understand the guidelines and that, because you don't want to get kicked off Google Plus. I don't know whether they're as strict as Facebook. I've heard stories about people who are getting kicked off for doing various different things. But I've heard about the business pages. I think if you morally do things appropriate, you're not going to have a problem. Okay, now the only problem I have is I don't have many things on this site as far as the pictures and that go. What I might do, go to the toolbar page to get a bit of spin off that. And I'll add the pictures later. because I don't use this computer as my main computer. I try and keep the hard drive sort of free doing webinars. So like I could put this in, you can always change it at any time. Find it eventually. So I've got screens up to the webinar. Okay, so 10 words, I think that's pretty good. We don't worry about a picture at the moment. So no, I don't have the toolbar picture on here. Okay, so you can now, once you've started the page, you turn the circles. So I'm going to make it public. But these are your circles from your private pages, okay? Now you should really do this with a picture, but as I say, I can put the picture on using the other computer, I suppose. Okay, congratulations on creating a Google Plus page. So you can sort of do a hangout if you wanted to tell your friends. They give you a link. You can build your circles. All right. So now you've got a Google Plus page. It wasn't that hard to do. A business page. Not over sick about what you want to do. Now, if there are any questions before we sort of move on, I will sort of just go through and we'll show it and show you how to access it and that sort of thing. But now is a good time to ask questions. What I might do is sort of just show you where the other information you can get. Everyone's very quiet. I don't know the limits on how many pages you can have. As you can see, that's number 2 for me. Like I don't know the limits on how many pages you can have on Facebook. I've got 4, looking at doing more. They're going to really restrict it for the time being. So as you can see here, now I've got 2 pages, all right? And I've got my personal profile. So we can go into the page itself. As you can see, it's all very blank because we just created it. This regularly seems to come up. You are now using Google Plus as this page. Your posts and comments and notifications will be from this page. I still don't understand exactly what they mean by that. But anyway. Okay, so you've got profile. I haven't posted anything. I haven't done an about page, apart from I put in the link. You're welcome, Brett. Actually, I haven't got any photos yet. And I haven't got any video yet. All right. Okay, Sue's asking or saying, I noticed you have Twitter and Facebook on Google Plus. How's that? I've shown this in the past, but I'll show it again. All right. I never use these. I only use them for demonstrations, but they seem to work. All right. Now I can sign into to Twitter. And these two applications, and I haven't reviewed new applications just to let people know, but these two work on Chrome, Firefox, and Explorer. I've never tested it on Explorer, so I can't guarantee that, but I know it works on Chrome through testing and on Firefox. And there's more applications for Chrome, or there was in the past, than there is for Firefox. Yeah, I'll go in and show you on the toolbar where you can find all these applications. So I have shown in past webinars which you can actually go between the two, like you can post to your Facebook page. Okay. Let's press go. I think out of all the applications, these are the only two I would really realistically use, but I'm not everyone. Okay, so you can see it's showing my Twitter now in Google Plus. I can go to I don't remember all the little things. Okay, so I'm getting the feeds for it at the moment. So we can go to let's go to inbox, for instance. Okay, so you can pretty much, you can tweet here if you want. What I just noticed on the webinar, on the pages, it's not bringing up the rest of the page, so I might just default back to my, not which it matters, but if you, so if I do it on here, it seems to come up in the box. They're probably just updating it because business pages are different. It will come up here. Well, on the other page, it was sort of on its own. And sometimes it takes a little while to load. But they are third-party plugins. So that's my Facebook wall coming up right now. Very slowly. If you go to the toolbar, okay, now I'm just going to post hi, guys, share, and I'll show you on Facebook, it'll come up. If you go to the toolbar and you go to Google Plus, you go to Google Plus applications, you go to Firefox, they're both there. Okay, so do it in the browser which you want to do it in. You can have it in any browser with those ones, and there's these other ones. I'm sure there's more out there, and if you have any to share, just let me know. So these were the first ones which were there before Google Plus opened to the public. Go to now Facebook wall. Okay, so we're switching sites. There it is there. You can see it's shared by Social Anywhere. Okay. So that's how you do it. Is there any other questions? Okay, so this is the page for information from Google itself. This is being recorded. Hopefully we won't have any problems, Brett. Okay, so you can find out more information. You've got the Get Started, Share, Promote, and Measure. They're all on the toolbar. I'll show you again. If you don't see these on your toolbar, just refresh it. Okay, so they're all here. So if I go to Share, you don't need to once you're inside. I'm just showing you. It's just tips on how you can share launching Hangouts, Circles, the Promote, which I did cover. Tonight? This is what I wanted to show you. I got sidetracked. I was going to do this earlier to see where it worked. But you can put a Google badge on your website. All right. So if you've got a blog and you've got a specific page, you should be able to put a badge in the sidebar, so people can see your page. It's another great way to get people across. Okay, done that. Measure just shows you pretty much what's coming. Okay, but pretty much like Facebook pages. Alright. Then I've added a couple of other ones on there which are by Google. The brand guidelines just shows you the various Google brands. I don't like the new Google Plus logo. Who likes it? I'm not a big fan on orange for anything. I know someone has started a website with orange in it. I have troubles even going to it. Okay. And if you want to read up further, all right, there's this guide. It's a PDF file. It's a little bit hard to read. I think I whacked it up fairly quick. I'm not a big fan of PDF files anyway, but if you really want to research what you're going to do and how you're going to maximize Google Plus business pages, I do highly recommend that you go through, read everything, understand it. I'm sure there's going to be new features coming. All right. It's a bit slow loading up because I'm on the webinar. Anyway, I'll give you the link to this if you're not using the toolbar. Grab it. You've got to search for this to find it. It is on those pages, but you might not find it. Okay, and let's go back to the slides. A few other things we need to cover. Yeah, this is a PDF from Google. So if you've got the toolbar, you don't need to use that link. You can just go in the toolbar and grab it. Probably best thing to print it out so we can read it better. I think in the next coming weeks you're going to find a lot more information. Okay, so slides. Okay, I've already said which is social network toolbar now has the Google Plus on it. So you've got the plugins, you've got recordings of previous personal pages in that site with the toolbar and the LearnGooglePlus.org. I'll give you this I'll just jump the slide now. Those people who don't know this link, I'll give you this one if you don't have the toolbar. I'll be putting this slideshow and any videos on the site as well. On the learngoogleplus.org site. Okay, everything from this will be on the Saturday Night Live website. The recording will probably, depending on whether the recording works or not, it will be up within the next week. If it renders perfectly, it'll be up today, but it hasn't happened in the last few webinars. So, unfortunately, I do my best, but the other like the pictures and all that will be up. I'll do that after the webinar. Okay, so the social network toolbar. Just have a quick look at who's in the room. Pretty much there's a few new people, but the social network toolbar, I'll just explain. I won't play the videos because you can have these slides and play them yourself. But the situation with the social network toolbar is it's there for business, and we're adding a lot of new links. I'll just run through quickly what it's about. All the trainings now, the bonus tips trainings, which are free trainings and always will be free, are here, and they have been updated or removed. If you find anything which isn't right, no. Yes, the social network toolbar does work with Chrome. However, you might find some applications, like the Facebook main application doesn't work with it, but you might be able to find another application for Facebook which does. So it works with Chrome, Firefox, and Explorer and Safari. All right, I talked about the Google Plus trainings. So if you want to see videos on how to install those apps, there's applications for each one, as you can see. All right. Now, for those people who use marketing and survival skills as a training site, that's been moved to this area, and it's been compacted down simply because there's a lot of changes coming in with that. I've tried to cover anything relevant. And for webinars which are new training site, due to the training site hasn't been updated, most of them are here, the ones I've done or Kath's done. If they're not, let me know. I'll add them. Saturday Night Live's all here. We'll be adding more to the social network toolbar. And this is another great program. If you want to learn about WordPress, SEO, and affiliate marketing, this is one I used. I've shown you in the past how I beat Google on Yahoo's search engine, the Learn Google Plus. And I learned it through this. Continuously updated. We might do a webinar on this at some stage, but it really goes through how to set up a WordPress blog and how to keyword it, how to get people to a specific point instead of having a whole lot of stuff flashing at them. They don't know where they're going. We've had that, you go to a website, there's 500 things down the sidebar. This training really shows you how to do it. It also shows you Google keywording and that. I mean, it's just under $100 if you're interested in it. It is an affiliate product of mine, but to beat Google and Yahoo on Learn Google Plus, $100 was priceless, and that's just one thing I learned from it. And a lot of the things I'm doing now are having different websites and branding them are because of this training. So it's not just for affiliate training. And Andrew Hansen, who does the training, he's an Australian podcast living in the UK at the moment. He's really on the ball with what's coming out. He regularly updates what's going on. So if anyone's interested in that, it's on the toolbar. I'd recommend going to learn about the Unstoppable Affiliate, there's a video on there which is about 20 minutes long, which really sort of shows you, makes you understand what it's all about. So that's why it's been added here, because it's been value to me. Any trainings which will be added, but they've got to be relevant. Anyway, I went on a tangent then. Various blogging sites, that hasn't really changed, that you can link in. Okay, these are classified sites. A lot of them are free posts, paid, depending on what you're posting. We've got most of the autoresponders on there now, the ones worth putting on there. And some of the mail sites, if we have anything you want putting on there, let me know. Okay, we're still working on this one quite a bit. Business services, added quite a few new things, products. All right, we've got a lot more to add. You might find these helpful. Okay, you've got printing sites for business cards, that type of thing. Banking sites, loans. For Australians, we've got Australian products and services, still adding a lot to that. The motivation is still on the bonus tip site, that will be moving, but there's other sites as well. So we're actually going to have a motivation site. If you've got any questions, just let me know. We're going to end the webinar shortly. The social networks haven't changed much, okay? Now, one thing I wanted to show you, which I've been working on this morning here, so a lot of people have been raving about, you people would know, which I do a lot of outsourcing. Well, I've got a whole lot of outsourcing sites here, and I'm still adding them. I was only doing this prior to the webinar. So if you want to get a video made, or get someone to write something, or get some hits, all these sites have been added today. All right. And I'm actually going to do a search engine on these sites as part of this Google search. So I just thought I'd show you that. We were talking about Twins earlier. Twins is on here. And the calendar, that's fairly new. This will work with your Google and Facebook calendar, so your standard Google calendar. Right, it'll give you event reminders, birthday reminders. I was using it as an extra plugin on the toolbar, and I decided to add it because so many people said, where'd you get that from? Okay, so we've got that. And we've got your usual suspects. And if you don't see everything I see, as you can see, there's a drop-down menu. And you can also custom the toolbar too. So any you don't want them there, just take them off. I'm just reading. Pop-up on the toolbar warns that MSS cannot access all data on your computer websites. Okay, pretty much it's asking you, probably Nelson, it's asking you about the search, whether you want the toolbar to search. I know the message, I'm pretty sure that's the one. It's just asking to allow to access that data for you. It's up to you whether you want to allow it or not. Alright, back to the slides. So that's the social network toolbar. Okay, we've sort of talked about customing it. This is my Skype for people who don't have it. You can always text me in Skype. I'm always happy to chat and get your feedback. I actually thought this webinar was going to run longer, but we sort of whizzed through it. So if you've got any questions, just let me know. Okay, I'll give you this link. please come along and like the page. I'll add you into the circles. That's for the Saturday Night Live. I haven't got the other one up because we only created that. There's one other. I'll just play this video. But I would recommend, this is the reason I put this video on here, doing a video to promote your page. I must confess it for my Facebook pages. There's just so many videos I can make. I've got about 10 sitting in which haven't been published. But maybe consider making a video on YouTube or anywhere else and promoting your page. Because you can put that in Facebook, you can put it across any social networks. It's a great way. You don't have to put your face on there. I like putting my face on there. But you can do a screenshot instead and just talk about your page if you're not comfortable doing a video. But I found doing this video this way, people, one, know me. That's why a lot of people come to my webinars, even though my face isn't on the webinars with the technology we use. But when I do the videos, I always do them with a face, and that's simply because I like people to get to know me. It's not that hard to do once you start doing them. But if you want to just do a screenshot, watch how I do this video and as a promotion. I mean, it's already at about 12 views or something. I only did it night before last, so yeah, I'll play it for you. Hi there, this is David Dettmann for Saturday Nights Live with DavidDettmann.com. We do weekly webinars at 8 p.m. Every Saturday night live, US Eastern Time. However, this is our new Google Plus business page, and we'd love you to come along and like it. We'll be adding content from our webinars on this site. And if you like the page, I'll add you to the VIP circle. Please share this page with other people on Google Plus. And don't forget about the Google Plus trainings I do. You can also find them in learngoogleplus.learngoogleplus.org. That is actually my training site for Google Plus. Thanks again. This is David Dettmann. Great week. So you can see it's very simple to do something like that, don't they? It's under, or it's just over a minute. That's one way, and you can do this with Facebook pages, you can do this with anything. But it's a very quick way to promote it. Now, if you're unfamiliar with software for video, the free software, let's go to Video Tools, is Cam Studio. That one wasn't done with Cam Studio, that was done with Camtasia. Camtasia is a paid software that's fairly expensive. I mean, look, there are ways to get versions of Camtasia. The Cam Studio is 100% free. I found with it, it played up the audio a bit like that video did, because I had to reshoot that in a different format. But Cam Studio won't give you the video view, it will give you the screenshot. So go to the toolbar and download Cam Studio and you can get started doing that. So I just thought I'd throw that in as a bonus tip. Go back to slides. Okay, the email list, if you're not on the email list, jump on that. I know I keep saying we'll be adding extra emails to it. We will be as soon as we get the time. But we have been broadcasting what's coming up. And if you want to give me some feedback, those people will know me, and I'll put this in the link as it's not on the toolbar. I've recently been updating this page, and I'd love some feedback on people who know me. Some of you have actually written references on this site, and you can find them on this site. But I think there's 14 pages on this site, so Skype me and let me know what you think. That's all been a bit about me lately. But is there any final questions about Google Plus or anything else we're doing? Because I'm happy to sort of cover them. We are at the top of the hour, but one's very quiet today. Just you're battling the questions out like last week. Okay, I gave you the Skype. I'll just check what I've given you in the chat box. Gave you the Google Plus page to like, and I appreciate those who liked it earlier. All right. Okay, quick questions about what I'm doing. At the moment, I'm going through and updating the toolbar. And anyone who has suggestions for the toolbar, wants to see links on there, please let me know. I'm also looking at the moment of doing a whole new site for the toolbar so people who don't like toolbars can access it and be part of a community, a social network. I'm looking at doing that. So I actually have run social networks for dating before. So we're going to be adding more to the Google Plus site. We're going to be building the LinkedIn.biz site and doing more trainings on other social networks and building sites. What's happened is over the last few weeks I did a lot of training on business and on building a brand self. I'm also helping out with other sites as well, but my area is going to be concentrating on social networking and the tools. And so, there'll be some paid products, but you don't have to actually come to these Saturday night webinars. They'll always be free. And, simply that's what I'm trying to do is help people from bricks and mortar business to MLM businesses with social networking and keep everything up to date. So I appreciate the comments I'm getting at the moment, but that's where I'm at. And as for people who keep asking me regularly what's going on with Marketing Survival Skills, I'm still a member of Marketing Survival Skills, and if they want me to teach every now and again social networking topics, I'll be happy to do that. I'm sort of focusing on the social networking side, and that's why I'm not doing webinars for members over there anymore. But when Mike comes back, that will be happening, and other people will be stepping up to those members with Marketing Survival Skills. But I'm just focusing on what I'm good at, and I'm sure you agree, which my area is social networking. So I'm building a brand around that, and there will be affiliate products for you as well, which will be coming down the track. Just got to get the trainings done yet. Okay, I'm just going to go through the comments quickly. Okay, Nelson's asking to surf the toolbar without having the toolbar. Well, that's what I'm looking at doing, Nelson, is building a site. It would be called the socialnetworktoolbar.com instead of having generic pages from our host, where there will be everything down the classifieds on. It'll be a more detailed site, but it's a lot of work to do that. But it's something I've said in the past, which we'll certainly be doing. And, sky's going to be the limit. You'll be able to, I can tell you now from the software which I'm hoping to use, which I've used in the past, you'll be able to actually go in on your mobile phone and access the site. You'll be able to have a profile there with your business links and that, and promote yourself. And we'll have all the links for the different products and social networks on it. So, but it will take some time to build. But that is the future for the social network toolbar, that and all the extra links we're going to be putting on it. Okay, you're welcome, as well as Google Plus. Scanning through the comments quickly. All right, well, if you have any further feedback, comments, or anything you want to talk about, I don't mind negative feedback either. It's the only way you learn in business, if people actually give you feedback, which is not always what you want to hear. So please Skype me if you've got anything you want to add to the toolbar, any comments about Saturday Night Live, the way we run it, or anything else you want to know which is going on. I'm very accessible now. I'm not doing training. I'm usually on the computer. I've got the boat computer here at home, which is about to go back to the boat next week. I'm actually looking at trying to do the webinar from the boat out on the water next week. I'm not guaranteeing that, but looking at that. So you should be able to access me wherever I am. Okay, guys, thanks for coming. Don't forget next week to invite people. I'm not sure what the topic's going to be yet, as everything's changing with social networking so fast. But like I say, have a chat on Skype with me. My Skype is dcompanyau, and I'll see you next week, and have a great weekend. Okay, thank you for watching the recording. I hope you enjoyed that. Yes, come along next weekend, invite people. Saturday Night Live is at 8 p.m. Eastern US time. So the link mssevent.info is always the same, and if you're registered for the webinar, it's a one-time process, as you don't have to register each week. You just get free social networking tips each week. So share it with your friends, your team, and you'd like to share it with, and I'll see you on the next webinar. This has been David Dettmann, and once again, thank you for watching the recording.